Welcome to Education Starts at Home. Definitely looking forward to this week. We have a wonderful book that we are reading. It's a high school book, so if you have high school males, I would say definitely they need to read this book because this was one of the books that I read like in high school, probably like my senior year. So high school males, I would say it's a definite that you pick this up. Also, our high school just students, period, because this is a good book. It kind of shows them another perspective of life, one that they already know of because they live it, but one that they need to see or revisit because somewhere I read that basically there's nothing new under the sun. So if we know our history, then we won't be doomed to repeat it. So here's a wonderful book that I'm reading with a wonderful class. They're very intelligent, college-bound students. I've heard great things about them. And Miss Silveri, I think I said that right. Hopefully I did. Miss Silveri, she definitely said that, her babies were definitely ready for college. So I guess I'm going to have to come with that professor and that college material. So here's the book that we're reading. It's by Ernest J. It's A Lesson Before Dying. So it's a wonderful book, and once we get into questioning of it, because in this segment what I'm going to be doing is basically posing questions, and what I want you all doing as a class is coming up with answers, and you can respond to it. She said that you can do video responses. I was like, yo, these some smart, intelligent individuals. So hey, we looking for those video responses from how about everybody. But anyway, let me get to it. The questions that I came up with, I've only read the first 2 chapters because I just now found out about it. Miss Very, just now found out about that you all were already delving into it, and I'm happy to see that you all are hungry for it already. So I read the first 2 chapters, but those first 2 chapters kind of set everything up. I've read this book before, but just rereading it made me realize that, wow, this is deep. So the first thing that I open up the book comes straight to a saying, and or a quote. I would call it a quote because I'm going to quote it. And it says, "I was there. I was not there, yet I was there." So my first question is, what exactly does he mean by this? He said, "I was not there, yet I was there." So what I want you responding to that as best as you can, and just, hey, there's no wrong answer. Now you say something off the wall, I'm gonna definitely say, dude, where did you get that from? So I will come at you in a way, but definitely there's no wrong answer. So I want to see your perspective on it, and we'll sharpen each other's I guess debating skills. Next question is, they pointed out that basically he had a court-appointed attorney. And why did they put emphasis on this? So why did they put emphasis on this? All right. Next question is, why do you think they called him a hog? And do you think the attorney that was representing Jefferson was a good lawyer? Or let me use some college-bound, vocabulary. Or did he bring up a good defense? So do you think this man brought up a good defense? Because they said he was a court-appointed attorney. So do you think he did him some justice? Well, is he going to save his life? We'll see. The next question is, why do you think they pointed out he never dialed the telephone in his life? Like, why would they point that out? Why is that important? All right. Another question is, the next question is, would you have taken the money or left it? When he was at the cash register, would you have taken that money? Or would you have left it there? All right, next question is, how many people were on the jury, and describe them? Do you think that is fair? And so how many people were on the jury, and I want you to describe them. All right, next, chapter 2. So those are I can go even deeper, but I'll just leave it there. I won't go too deep for myself. I have to reread it, but just love the first chapter. Just that whole quote right there. And I also, well, let me get into chapter 2. So chapter 2, What would you see if you looked into Miss Emma's face? So what do you think? Like, when you look into a person's face who's going through what she's going through, what do you see? Alright? So I want you to go into detail. And if you want to, you can draw a picture of this. If you want to, you can definitely, like, you know, do a response. So I would love to see art. So I would love to definitely see you all draw this out. You know, can I have it if you draw it, please? I'll show it to my students that I, you know, mentor. So definitely, these are great questions. Hopefully, I hope, and these answers are gonna be wonderful answers. I know they're gonna be wonderful answers, and the responses, that whether they're written or whether they're drawn out for some. I mean, maybe you might be a better drawer, but let me continue on. I do ramble at some point, at some time. So let me digress. How did he know the sentence? Like, it said that the teacher, I forgot his name. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So the teacher basically knew, like, the sentence even before it happened. So how did he know the sentence? All right, next question. How could he have stopped the situation from happening? Jefferson, how could he have stopped that situation from happening, that whole ordeal that he went through? So I want you to, what I call prevention. What ways could he have prevented this whole thing, like him being, you know, put to death? How could he have prevented this? Next question is, when did he get the sentence? At what point did he get the sentence? Yeah. So I'm talking about, when I say when did he get the sentence, I'm talking about as far as, like, give me the time period. So what time period was it? All right. So you definitely, I want you to really look into it and look deeply into it. So next question is, why did they wait until now to teach him? So he made the statement, and I keep wanting to say the name of the actor, because he was the one that played it. What's his name? Let me. Oh, Don Cheadle. He played the teacher in the movie. So now, why did they want him to teach Jefferson basically how to stand? Ooh, that was deep. How to stand on his own 2 feet. Deep. What does that mean? Why does she want him to stand on his own 2 feet? What exactly did they mean by that? So hopefully these questions will, you know, make you look deeper into it and make you even reread the chapters. I know you all are definitely scrambling at this point. I heard some of y'all ain't been doing some of your work. So make sure, like, I can't stress this enough, is that everything you see now, you will see again, because I said a quote at the beginning. Everything is I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. So I would also leave it with this: the people that are scrambling, be the best. Be the best so well that any man living, dead, or unborn couldn't do it better. So be the best so well that any man living, dead, or unborn couldn't do it better. And that's the way that you should live your life. So I'm looking for people to be the best when they answer some of these responses. Definitely, you could write them down if you want to. You could also type them up. You could also draw some of them out if you feel you can come up with a picture for them. I say go for it, and then explain to the people. So hopefully this helps. I would hope that you do at least do, let me see, 5 of them. Okay, 3 to 5. But, you know, hopefully you are zealous, and hopefully you challenge yourself, because at times you have enough time over the weekend. I know that hopefully this challenges you. So education starts at home, and Fun Education Network will come into you with a book by Ernest J. Gaines and A Lesson Before Dying. And this is the way that you should question your children as you go along, reading with them. Any book, so you can use this same concept. These are books that I pulled out beforehand, and then I wanted to ask them, but they kind of have already read it, so they'll have to go back and look at it. So hopefully this helps, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.